Hey everyone, I'm going to talk about Anderson connectors in this video. So last year I made a video, or it was a review about the Anderson SBX-350 connector. It's the connector that I use for all my high power connections with the T-Rex. Both the first version, the second version, I use the same connector so I can connect to the inverter and all that stuff. So I use it for everything. Customer service from Anderson really wasn't very good. I had some issues with it, which you can watch that video. I'll link to it below. But in a nutshell, they didn't even know their own product. And in the end, it worked out in my favor because they told me that the units were no longer going to be able to be used. So they sent me 2 brand new ones and all 4 lugs. So it really worked out for me because then I was able to also get the first set up and running and working just fine. Watch that video for more information. But I'm going to show you this and kind of what I've been dealing with over the last almost 2 years that I've been using these connectors. So right here is one of my connectors. Now the big issue is that these are really hard to get apart. I thought the handle was going to help. It didn't. It really doesn't do any much at all. If I had one of these mounted stationary, maybe screwed into the frame here, and then I had this on this piece and I could pull it, it'd be a little bit easier. But with my car, this handle would not have fit in the car side. I did also make another video about that. There's no protective coverings. Like with the SB line, they have some rubber boots that will cover the plug portion so it's weatherproof. They don't have anything like that for the SBX line. So I made a cover out of, I think it was like 4-inch PVC pipe, and I spray painted it black. You'll see it here in a second. I'll show it to you. So this would not fit inside that housing. So that didn't help me at all. So what I end up doing now is taking usually a flathead screwdriver in here and just kind of gently prying it because I don't want to hurt the plastic, and then I can get them separated. When I was talking to customer service at Anderson, they told me to use white lithium grease. And over the years, that stuff has just got really gummy. Like at first it did help, but now it's just really gummy. You can see it on here. It's just gross, and it gets all over everything. I've brushed my clothes against it and it gets all over the clothes, and it really sucks. So I thought there had to be a better solution. I found one that really nobody was talking about. There was no other videos. I couldn't get any information about it online. So I'm going to show it to you. I have that on my other truck. Okay, so this is the part that I kept seeing all over the place, but I couldn't figure out how it actually worked. Where did it connect? Like, how did it screw on? What was it? Plus, they're fairly expensive, so I didn't want to try it and just buy one and be out 50 bucks. They're on eBay, but they're not super easy to find. I did finally find a seller who had a few of them used, and I think he wanted $29 each for this and this part. So they have to go together. I saw another eBay seller that was selling just this part with 2 screws for $30. I just couldn't believe how expensive these little pieces of metal are. So I didn't want to take the plunge until I really knew that it was going to work. There aren't any videos online explaining this. Even on the Anderson website, I couldn't find any videos that will show you exactly what these things are and what they do. So I think they call it a forklift connector. I'll have the model numbers in the description below, but I'm going to show you how they connect and how they operate, because it really is a great thing to have if you're going to be connecting and disconnecting these SBX Anderson connectors frequently. Okay, hopefully you can see this all right. So what happens is, this, I mean, when it's locked in place, it's pretty locked. Like it's very secure. So if I want to disengage this, all I do is hold the one side, the one plug, pull this off, and then they come apart. So very, very cool. It's so much easier than trying to tug and work these things apart separately. It works really well. So I'm really happy that I finally took the plunge to give it a try. And I'm really hoping this video is going to help other people looking at these plugs and looking at this metal piece and saying, what the hell is that? So again, to put them back together, I just have to line them up, and then this lever here has 2 nubs, one on each side, that fits in this bracket. And this is one of the brackets you're going to need. They happen to come as all paired up as a kit for me, but they don't come in kits per se. You have to buy the part, and then you just push it down and it locks it in place. And it can only go on one way. There were 0 instructions with it, but it can only go on one way. If you flip it the other way, if you mount this bracket to the other side, it won't work. It won't even fit. It doesn't work. So now for me, I can just tuck it right there. It's not going anywhere. Really great item to have. I'll get the camera down so I can show you a little more of a close-up. All right, here's the connector. And like I said, it only goes on one way. You'll find out which way it can and can't go on. It's fairly easy to put together. And just lift that lever, and these little nubs in here slide this whole unit. And then the other part that I was talking about is this PVC holder that I made. And this has broken this year, but this was just like a test plug, and it fits right in there. It's worked out really well. It's a little ugly having this thing hang off the back of my car, but it kind of blends in and you don't really think about it, don't really look at it or anything. But if you needed a weatherproof cover, that's what I did. And I think I do have a video about that I'll have to look up and I'll link below. All right, I hope that helps some of you guys, because I was just amazed how there's no information on this, no videos whatsoever. So hopefully this helps. If you have any questions, feel free to put them in the comments below or just send me an email. My email is my name, jamesklafehn@gmail.com. And if you have any questions about these little pieces or anything, just let me know. But look on eBay, you can find them there. You can look on Amazon, but the versions, or not the versions, but the items that I saw on Amazon were just stupid money. I saw people trying to sell these things for like $200. Yeah, crazy. I would definitely not spend that. But I guess that's about it. Thanks a lot for watching. Feel free to like and subscribe. Have a good day.